wind never stops here. Don't come here if you don't like wind. So before I leave this space, I want to show you. So this is the view from my door. However, this is the view from the back half of my RV. I'm pretty disappointed. This is Lake Sumner. So there's Lake Sumner. And of all the spots, it was supposed to be hot, so I paid for an electrical site. This is site 10. Do not take site 10. Site 9 is okay, but there's site 9. They have a nice view. Look at this jacked up thing. So, sorry if I'm moving too fast. So I take this site that is supposed to have a view, and I have to pull all the way back in the site because that's where the power and the water is. So nobody's power's on the passenger side, or at least mine isn't. So I have to back all the way back so I can take the cord, run it under, see, all my utilities are over here, and that's where they put the utilities, is over there. Just completely ass backwards. And then you have to back all the way up so you can reach everything, and then this becomes your lovely view. So I'm about to head down to the other campground, which is where I'm told you should go. It has to do with reservations. You can't make reservations down there. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the reservations. So the other campsite is prettier. It's on the water. It's first come, first serve. And we're going to go check that out next. Sumner Lake State Park. All right, so you've got Main Campground, West River Campground, East River Campground, and East Side. So, reservations are made at the main campground area. I was at the Pecos Campground. That's where they have water and electric. That is where I was not impressed, and I am telling you, don't take site number 10. Where I wound up, that was beautiful, was the East Side Campground. And they have a smattering of electric and regular sites. And tons of primitive camping. And they did have a dump station, so that was nice. I did not go to Pecos River Campground, but I liked where I was. Okay, so this is the East Side Campground. It's definitely better than the West Side. And it's small and intimate. Not a whole lot of spots. And a lot of empty spots are here, which works for me. And there's me over by the tree, pretending like I'm the only one here, which makes me happy. And then, of course, I've got the water right there to my passenger side. When I open my door, it's beautiful. I really wanted to come down here to camp, down by the water, which you can do that. And look at this. Can you see how cockeyed this is? It's so slanted, and I was just too afraid. You know, if I bring the RV down here, I'm afraid it'll tip over. But can you imagine? This would be the view. This would be my campsite. And the road to come in, it's, you know, pretty easy to drive. It's a nice road. I don't think I would get into too much trouble. But it's just this part. Yeah. Not worth the risk. If I started driving on this, my RV, oh my God, we're gonna fall over. So As much as I would love to be down here in this site, I'm just too afraid. But look at this. I would open my door and this would be my view. No other RVs to see, no cars, maybe a fishing boat. But for now, I guess we'll just walk down here and enjoy it. You have your own little private beach and the water rolling in. Oh, the sound is just fantastic. Unfortunately, you can't hear it over the wind. Look at the tall grass. Oh, just beautiful. Makes me so happy. So, where is Sumner Lake? Sumner Lake is, in my itinerary, I had left Roswell and I was on my way to Las Vegas, New Mexico. Did you know there was a Las Vegas, New Mexico? I did not know that. I actually really like the town of Las Vegas. I'll tell you more about that when we get to Story Lake. People come to fish. This is going to become a recurring theme. A lot of time the solitude and peace is interrupted by people coming to fish. They had a nice big parking lot, which I think is where the fishermen are supposed to park, but they didn't. They all went down to the water's edge. It was warm and I was able to put myself in a power site. Down in the East Campground there was like 5 or 6 power sites and the rest were, the primitive sites. And when you walk along the water's edge, it was just beautiful with these rocks that are submerged, and it's just a very pretty place, very peaceful place. I didn't stay as long as I would have liked because it was getting hot, and this was one of those times where I kept doling out $4 every night to have air conditioning, so there was no way I was gonna stay the extended time. I really like this park. I would rate it an 8. It had a beautiful setting. It was quiet. It had all the things I like. The reason I don't give it a 9 or a 10 is because there was a whole lot of fishermen coming every day. And this is going to become a reoccurring theme where the peace and solitude tends to get interrupted by people coming to fish. So that was a new one on me, and that is something that is going to keep rearing its head. But my final opinion is I really liked Lake Sumner. We'll definitely go back, and just be mindful, steer clear of the main area campground, and just do yourself a favor and head directly to the east side campground.